MK Party senior leaders fight on social media. Tony Yengeni, the deputy president, the second deputy president of the Mkhonto Party, versus David Skhosana, the member of parliament. If there's one thing that has characterized the Mkhonto Party since its formation, it has to be the internal fighting, always on each other's throats. You'd swear that these are the people from different organizations. You'd swear that these fellows are not from the same organization. It therefore tells you one thing about Mkhonto Party, that actually these are not the people who joined a political party sharing a common vision. You see? But let us get through to it so you can understand why are they fighting and all of that. Why is Tony Yengeni, the recently joined and appointed second deputy president of the Mkhonto Party, why is he fighting with the member of parliament, David Skhosana? The Mkhonto Party has proven that its fiercest battleground is not parliament, but social media. You guys still remember in February when Duduzile Zuma, who has now just resigned as the Mkhonto Party's member of parliament, had gone to the same social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, to insult the then Secretary General of Mkhonto Party, Floyd Nyiko Shivambu. You see. So the Mkhonto Party has proven that its fiercest battleground is not parliament, but social media. In the latest display of debilitating internal strife, Deputy President Tony Yengeni, a storied veteran, welcomed into the top structure by Jacob Zuma, engaged in a fiery public spat with Member of Parliament David Skhosana on X. This clash between the two high-ranking figures, one representing the party's attempts at discipline and the other entrenched in its operational factionalism, exposed the deep fissures running through the Mkhonto Party's core leadership. The combatants and context. The political stature of combatants is what makes this feud so damaging. Tony Yengeni, as deputy president and a respected NC veteran, who joined the MK Party to bring gravitas and unity. Yengeni often positions himself as the disciplinarian, the voice of political maturity, tasked with stabilizing the volatile leadership structure. David Skhosana, as an MP and active figure in the party's operational and factional battles, Skhosana represents the insider layer frequently involved in the localized power struggles and counter allegations that keep the party in a state of chaos. The public feud, while ostensibly about one specific internal matter, quickly devolved into a fight over ill-discipline and factional loyalty, right? The central disease plaguing the Mkhonto Party. The social media, fire accusations and insults. The disagreement often triggered by a divergence on party policy or a specific local issue, such as this one whereby David Skhosana, who sits in the Parliament's ad hoc committee representing Mkhonto Party, this ad hoc committee is a committee established by the National Assembly, which is Parliament, to investigate and probe the allegations made by the KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, in his bombshell press briefing on that Sunday of the 6th of July 2025, where Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi made allegations that the police and certain sections of the criminal justice system have been captured by criminal cartels, criminal syndicates, of course, working with senior politicians. And chief among those politicians, it is now the currently suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, and of course, the now also suspended National Deputy Commissioner of the South African Police Service, Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya. Okay, so Tenny Yengeni, known for his direct style, likely used the platform to publicly chastise Skhosana for shaking hands with Ket Matlala and also shaking hands with Senzo Mchunu at the Parliamentary Committee, perhaps accusing him of undermining the collective leadership or engaging in the very factionalism the party leader Jacob Zuma has repeatedly warned against. This public dressing down was interpreted as Yengeni flexing his newly acquired authority as deputy president. Skhosana's retort, Skhosana's response, often characteristics of factional replies in the party, involved accusations that Yengeni was a Mafikizolo, a newcomer, who didn't understand the party's ground politics, or even a veiled accusation of being an agent of rival political interests. Screenshots of the exchange quickly circulated, showing senior leaders exchanging blows instead of promoting their political mandate. The political damage exposing the instability. This public quarrel carries severe political costs for the MK party, which relies heavily on its image as a unified force of change. Number one, undermining Zuma. The primary damage is the public exposure of the party's instability, effectively undermining President Jacob Zuma's efforts to maintain control. When the deputy president and an MP cannot resolve a dispute internally, it suggests Zuma's authority is failing to instill order at the highest level. Their credibility gap. For a party that demands absolute loyalty and presents itself as the sole vehicle for radical transformation, public infighting over strategy and personalities severely compromises its credibility with voters, particularly ahead of crucial coalition negotiations and future elections. The social media fight confirms the worst fears of MK party observers that the movement is a platform for personal ambition and factional score settling, not a cohesive political organization. In conclusion, a party always at war. The clash between Tony Yengeni and David Skhosana is a microcosm of the MK party's continuous organizational crisis. Social media has become the ultimate truth serum, revealing that despite its electoral success, the party remains profoundly divided until the leadership can impose genuine internal discipline. The MK party will continue to spend its energy fighting itself rather than fighting for its political future. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Tebo Skhosana. The name of the platform is Izwi Labansundu. Thank you guys for tuning in. Kamakuma Africa.